Hello and welcome, dearest. I'm Grandma Mimsy, and today's update is about the basics. I was at another live, and there were a lot of questions on how all this process works. So I'm going to try and nutshell this from the beginner's standpoint and put everything into perspective and how to navigate what can be very overwhelming in the nail care, nail art, nail stamping rabbit hole. And I call it a rabbit hole for a reason, because sometimes you can get very deep into some of this stuff and make yourself a little crazy. And we're going to try and avoid that. So, first off, I'm going to say that no matter what level skill you are at, no matter where you think you are, in your abilities, you are enough. You are perfectly fine where you're at coming into this. You didn't learn how to crawl or walk or run or talk or drive a car or do anything else that you are capable of doing from the beginning perfectly. And even those who have been doing this for a long time still struggle some days with getting certain things to work. You are just perfectly fine starting off where you're at and learn as you go. So do not let any influencer, anybody on social media or the internet or any place else try to influence you that they're perfect and their life is perfect, that they're always beautiful and put together, because they're not. That's the illusion we live with these days. And just do your best. And I heard it from someone else. I don't remember to quote them, but essentially, you do you, boo. The world is your pickle. And I love that. Take what you learn from various sources, apply it. I'm of the glasses half full, optimistic, everything's possibilities. Take what you get from the various sources that come around you, explore for more, have the adventure, discovery experience of things, search out what works for you and leave the rest behind, and don't let it weigh you down. My first suggestion in going to do nail care or nail art in any way, shape, or form, I highly, highly, highly recommend getting index cards. And index cards have the blank, they have the lined. You can get the different sizes between the 3x5 and the 4x6, and I have them all. Get these because I know a lot of websites, Maniology has a wish list, but you're going to get inundated and overwhelmed. Oh, I see that, I want that, put it in your wish. I see that, I want that. And then you're going to go, what was that I wanted? I'm of the Sheldon Cooper monk OCD kind of organizational things, and I just think that for some people it works better if you have it where you can then label these tools, polish, plates, and then you can put the plate number or the polish number and name and all the different things, and you can have them in the categories. That way when there's a sale or you're shopping, then you can go and pull, this is what I'm looking for. I want a purple, I want a red, I want a blue. You can pull out and organize these things in any fashion. And if note cards don't work for you, then get a 3-ring binder or subject binder, notepads or something. Any way that you can do a hard copy, physical organizational system that works best for you. A bullet journal, whatever is your cup of tea or soda, coffee, beverage of choice that works in helping you to organize the things you want to get, because nobody doing this is a millionaire. You can just go buy everything at once. And why would you want to anyway? Because you don't even know if you like this. It's just starting out. There are basics for nail care that you're going to want to do, even if all you do is paint your nails yourself or get your nails done. There are things you can do to minimize the difficulties of things that you're going to want to have on hand regardless how far you get involved in this. So the basic care of things is still going to be the same. But find yourself an organizational system, a storage system. I use boxes of things that repurpose stuff that, hey, this is sturdy enough, fold down the flaps, tape it down, and off you go. And I have things grouped together because it makes it easier for me to find what I want when I'm trying to do what I want to do. Because the last thing you want to go rummaging through a huge box of things when you can have them, smaller into little things that break down. So you have a small box of things that are grouped together because you have tiny things that can get lost along with medium-sized things, along with bigger things. Then you can have a bigger organizational system that holds it all together. But as you're digging through something, and then guess what? You mess up. And I left that because I have a tip for showing you how to solve that. The thing is, find your system, and if what you do starting out doesn't work, you can find something else and you can keep expanding on it. Nobody got to where they're doing this if they've got the makeup people and the anything else that someone shows you what they're interested in, their hobbies and their ways of doing anything. Nobody got there from the beginning. They had to accumulate. So just know you're in good company. Start small, start within your budget, start with what you're able to do, and if you're able to do more, then get the more. If you can't, start with where you can and then climb upwards to the point where you want to get to. And that's okay, because you are enough. So, that being said, note cards. Masking tape is fabulous for this because, like I said, you can use it to tape things down. There's a lot of uses for this in the nail care stuff. Maniology suggests that you can use Scotch tape. Scotch tape is a brand, but any type of tape similar to Scotch tape works great. I have those. You will want to get, I had it and then, see, oh, there it is. You can do the lint tape, lint remover rolls. You can get this Dollar General, Amazon, any place you want. These are great for multitudes of things that I will explain going forward. And Maniology also has other options. This is the Planetary Explorer Sticky Stamper book, and this is the standard Sticky Stamper Station. And then, one more thing I know is on that, and where did it go? Well, moving on, I'll figure it out. All of these things are great things. Get you some sort of silicone covering. Maniology sells a mini that comes with this size, and then there's a smaller one, there's a bigger one. Get something to protect your surface, surfaces, because you don't want any of this stuff, because nail polish is removable only by a few things. You don't want to damage anything, and rubbing alcohol and nail polish remover will damage things. So get you something to protect your surfaces on that. So there's surface, there's tape, there's we have a pampered princess chihuahua that thinks she runs the household. We get the little baggies. They come in different shades and scents that we get in bulk. I use those, or find you some sort of receptacle that while you're doing this, you can put the used items in and keep that also organized and neat. If clutter and having things, be the unorganized is your deal, then by all means go ahead and do that. But for those that like order, get you the little baggie, because to me it just works. Like I said, you do you. Just because I recommend it doesn't mean you have to. It's just a suggestion for you to make things easier from my experiences. Let's see. Tools. No. Before we go to... Yes, tools. I do not like using standard emery boards. It's basically sandpaper. And I don't think is, again, my opinion, is good for your nails. I know a lot of nail care places use emery boards and buffing blocks and things of that nature, and that's fine. But for my personal preference, I like the glass nail files, and these are ones that it's a purchase that some of them I've gotten over the years, and I've been using them for a very long time. I've paid as little as $4. Others are about $9 or $10. You can get them Maniology and Amazon and almost all places, and these, in my opinion, work better. They don't leave your nails as sandpaper filed off. You get a smoother edge. I find I get less burrs where you find that spot that just, oh, you cannot seem to figure out where that is. I don't have those anymore. I have less hangnails and less edges along the sides that creep up. So I recommend investing in these, and if you're going to get one, get them that is etched, not the ones that are sprayed on. The ones that are sprayed on are cheaper and they work perfectly fine, but they tend to eventually you have a piece of glass and nothing to do with it. The etched ones last longer. You're going to want to get cuticle tools that very gently, whether you're using an orange stick or something metal, and use that to push back. A lot of people are, oh, don't let your hands get wet, keep them dry. No, you got to scrub your hands, you got to wash your hands, you got to do these things around them. After that, then yes, make sure you dry them off, but after you have washed them or soaked them and done is best, then you can very gently, absolutely going to stress this, these do have a bit of a chisel type edge. They are metal, they are sharp, and the last thing you want to do is bruise this, because I have a little bit of a drawing. Your body produces cells, and as the cells go together, they form whatever it is that they're making, whether it's your nails, your hair, your skin, your organs. Every part of your body is made up of microscopic little cells that band together, and as they band together, and then they form whatever that is. So every 7 years you have a new you. And this is how you take care of your nails, by sleep, because sleep is where your body repairs, good nutrition, water, and eating the best diet you can possibly eat for you, making the good choices for you that works for you. I remember as a kid, I was asking a friend, her nails were always so nice, and her mom said she drank a lot of orange juice. Well, yeah, there's nutrients in orange juice, but it's not just orange juice. I don't drink orange juice at all, but my nails grow really nice now because I figured out what works for me. So healthcare, seeing your doctor, doing the things you need to do, all that neat stuff. Do what works for you. And then your nails, when you take care of them and you're using the tools properly and not injuring things, because you can bruise this part and then that inhibits the ability to grow. But your hair and nails grow like your body repairs itself while you sleep. So getting the best rest you can get is the best thing you can do to make your nails grow quickly and do things efficiently, and eating well. And if you're going to take vitamins, then make sure you're taking the good quality vitamins, because a lot of companies out there are not necessarily ethical, and not going to go down that tangent. But the tools that you use then push back the cuticles, and then there are things that you can get additional that are brushes and things, that clippers. Be careful, these are sharp. Don't clip anything too close, only clip what you have pushed up. So it's the basics of taking care of things. And then you want to have some good lotions, nail oil. Maniology sells some that are wonderful. Base polishes. This is the try and do that where you can see them. So they have the brightening and the concealing, and the brightening, it comes off as a neutral tan. This is a neutral pink. This covers up the discoloration that happens, like if you wear highly pigmented polishes. reds and blues and things that tend to bleed into the nail and make them look a little diminished. This covers the imperfections of the ridges and the bumps and things that happen. The sticky base coat has multitude of uses. It's not just a base coat, but it helps with applying things. And then you have your smudge-free top coat, which helps to not mess up the artwork you've done. If you can get black and white in whatever it is options that you can get, they have a whole set, I know, that comes with variations of this, where you can get, you're just gonna have to search Maniology's website, but they have bundles where they have 2, 3, 4, 6 different things together. You can even create your own bundle. But if you cannot get that all at once, I recommend getting the black, then getting the white, because you're going to want both of these. And for the most part, I also recommend getting some sort of, this grabs onto the cotton rounds that you're going to use. This is helpful, whether you are stamping or not, because the last thing you want is the little flyaways that these things create. There's multiple of tools that you can get that Maniology sells to hold on to those, or you can get them, there's the nurse's tweezers or regular tweezers, anything that you can basically start off with as a basics. And then I saved a water bottle cap, and I'll show you the use that I have for that. But at this point, this is just the basics. Figure out the parts where you need to start with, the things that will work for you, and then accumulate as you go along, and don't let it stress you out. Doing your own nails is supposed to be part of self-care, self-nurturing. It's supposed to be relaxing and engaging and, in a way, meditative. So don't let something that can be very fun and good for you stress you out and make you feel like you're not good enough to do what it is that other people do. You can do this too. You just have to have the determination and the patience and the willingness to explore and play, and let your imagination go wild. Follow certain basic self-care safety, and then explore the rest. So this is the beginner's basics part 1, and I will continue with the rest in part 2. Have a wonderful day. Grandma says bye.